Good morning. Good morning. Could we all stand and welcome? Thank you. Deepest gratitude. Sir James was more than of strength, ex-colleagues, and community ever echo through the hall. We celebrate the victory, and we are all better having came anything else. And
Watson, that he runs in the time to say to you, our remembering service and sisters was and coaches never stop and bullfighter and is of has the what they had and start the clock. Don't conduct coach. He was foul on being there. The term sports met at length and full functioning or everything that he has contributed. Sir, he would drop his head. He said, I think I could fit that, but I'm under the 2-minute NFL one football. That's a touchdown. Amen. And so I brought church and something good. Doubles giving dad of life young. Leave me the spider that have had to take him with him. Anybody in here know all on it? He all motivating the so I'm doing this was said the evil, but the good about instant all that he has those of us that are here. That was all for see when you want the referee to look at the play. Thank you very, very.
I'm Tori Watson. I'm one of them. Anyway, so I think I have later, because we got there that we call love that we've received. You miss a game, as a student, played basketball here. All of that is evidence in there. So we were embedded for real, walking from pack. And people who came and said, well, we're waiting at the door to get fans in the world. This is not easy. For further ado, I will.
The daughters. For a long time, I hadn't time continue to go on each and every day. It's hard to get this. My players, some of my friends have things to play football because, of course, people going to practice. Well, I'll be at home with Coach Watson. So when I acted quarterback, being a receiver, just be shy away from it. And he, but he saw that I was strong and to help us win, and he believed that I could accept, So before he left, start that short. Lived a man with his spirit, smile on his face. Doubt, he planted a seed. Each word that us up, essence will forever hang, forever and everyone. Like sun and lift in the way. Sir James Watson, all I had.
Thank you for the chance to play with Marvin. Came from that everybody, that difficult choice of putting in our, hello? I'm at work and Quinn side of the building. I knew the scorebook, but that's how he of this nursing home. We're going to switch. Ryan's to eat later. I said, okay, it's motorized. I'm going.
It's Kevin, and everywhere I go, then faster. At 1 year ritual of jail, I came up, Mr. Watson suggested I become a bachelor. 35 the first year. Junior high shootout with all. I told him the name, and he never missed one of them. Every year, my wife loved being by checking on him. All the flag, become a licensed official, doing things. So Tory Davis, Charles Nate is designated to educate. Employment job. Mr. Watson, you left on.
Coaches or the boss. I am Grandpa. So long and who
my team this year, Watson, and I've known because I whether it was on the golf course, and I know but like I said, it's an honor to be able to come coached against each other when Coach Jordan and I and I know it continues with the Liberties Halls and love people. And so quotes about Mickey Mouse, think about that about a mouse. I think I was play good day, and I worked for State Farm. Was like you saw tonight, and you coming over, though, and then this is here, he would, my donuts, oh, you forgot, you were donuts to players. Tell you again one time, I still have photos, unfortunately. And so, assistant coaches was Watson.
he made sure about that bus ride, calling me at work was the only reason that he was able to. So anytime he stepped in, Constance Jackson.
Are you able to hear me in the back? I hope you don't mind me that Sir Watson would get for a good while. I couldn't find his referee key. Motivation, determining man hands. There was no AI, no fancy electron of 180 a place and leave. It would be his fate to every 57 or 636 legend hero book that has like traveling on a dime. Out of his goal become man. The heart of the sir is the one that has, because he was not for him. Sir, the watch, join his fame by the with me, and we didn't. He positions the scoreboards. He was a little different. Complained to me about being hot, about being. He never complained. I'm in his God. Building, the front, the back, the blue hall. Man, you in most of them. He go get this, go get that. You able to get in this office. I graduated from. He knew what I did know, but he said it, and I'm ready. No, you're not. I don't want you here. But then he tell me, really coaching me to finish. First time, I didn't want no baton. His quiet time, his thought, yet wrinkled, hard help his legacy. I was happy you were, after talking with the family, his scholarship up and running. That's special.
Yeah, made sure he was here. Nobody gonna say nothing to you. After everybody was gone, said, okay, I'm ready. He couldn't miss that just as much.
Good afternoon. The entire Ramley, Sir James transition on Resurrection Sunday, Easter story. And we talking, and because all time, Jesus there, and guess what? I'm struggling to carry his own. They cease to carry it behind Jesus, to emphasize it's significant to name signs to help them become great. The cross, there's no death, burial, there's no eternal life. Preparing to complete. Needed everyone to be every champion offense that assist is that they could not have done it without those special people. The all-time assist leader, every student athlete, every coach, they were assisted by Sir James Watson in some kind of way. I remember being in high school, and for some reason the IA band called to assist us, Sir James Watson. Watson called 2 plays that hold us to fast break and to press. The entire is over 100 degrees. Luckily I was 4 remaining in the state championship game at a 79-60 versus Carbondale High School, all right in front of the manual bench. In one hand, he had Sir James pencils, all had pencils in it. And before here, and he yells toward the ref and then toward the ball out of bounds. They send Brandon Hughes on the clock. Brandon Hughes, Watson with the assist. The coach, Watson had trouble keep above his own. He had a servant giving you a ride, taking you to satisfaction from assisting someone else. He didn't want the credit. One day, I learned that he didn't want a funeral. I said, he deserves that. He just wanted the assist. And now,
just one pack. He had me buy. As y'all had noticed throughout, this was his jam. This is what he did. He completely fitting to make sure you guys.
Can we give it up one more? Second oldest granddaughter graduated from 8th grade year. Gave me that look like, where's she going? And the look that he gave me was, everywhere we went, and Manuel has always been a part of our family. In the Treewind School, oh no, another Watson. Please welcome Coach Wessendorf to the stage.
Together with heavy hearts, the life of a true, for all the manual, but anyone who knew Watts and Fowles, he was present at all the games, all the events, scorekeepers, sure, but to uplift the scorekeeper. A steady reminder, for example, to see him before he hit our house to cold. Though he had every reason to be proud, young man and woman, and dignity. James made you feel seen. But when he spoke, he noticed effort on the. So many of our young people, someone who dedicate year after year, basketball tradition fan. I can remember a few. Manual, when we were traveling all over to sit in the game, big tournament, KMOX tournament. But when Watt with the team, or you get there before or after, then he goes straight to St. Louis. And now KMOX puts on a real. I peeked in there right before night. I sit down while I started eating, and I'm watching Watson. Dang! I think if the people that were running the tournament knew how much fall he. One other quick little story. We were playing, and we stayed in a real nice hotel overnight. And now, it's cold outside. We fed the kids. And then after that, hey, Watts, on the 8th floor, you got the key, go ahead, just let me in when we get finished. And so, about 10 feet to our room, I said, man, it's halls are hot. Dang, it's hot up here. He opened up that door, and I can't sleep like this, man. You're going to have to open up the window. And so, no, for a while, just try to get some of that heat out. I'm laying there with a T-shirt on. You know, Watts likes pets. He had deep pockets on some of these jackets. Man, he didn't drink one or two after that game that night. The numbers he once reported. But the real score walked a little taller because of his encouragement from his example of grace and dedication. The quiet strength and the golden heart live forever. I say quotes to the expect to pass through this life but one. Do it now. I think James did that now.
Thank you, Coach West. Our next.
James Augustus Watson. Quick. Thank you, Lord. You gave us James Augustus Watson for 89 noon. In his holy name, the Father and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you. We all just stretched a little bit. Asked the play-by-play basketball gentleman came up and introduced himself and says, I'm James Watson, the beginning of a 53-year-old until 2020. Watts was my broadcast partner for 40. Through our many travels, he was the driver to most of them. We came in your life. Think of how an African American, we were so different. Watts, it works that way. Except he substituted instead of St. Louis Cardinals. He loved heat in our rooms, in our cars, and in the arenas. His favorite number, James's loves were in this order. Jesus Christ, kids and great-grandkids. Manual High School. He talked about, he loved Mickey Mouse, and when I was in his home, I was surprised how big Mickey was to Watts. The only thing that I can remember that So I told Watts, I said, Watts, how can you not like Tony Weisinger, Charles White, Marcella Somerville, Sean Livingston, Curly Boo Johnson? In a car, or just any time, anywhere, you could count on the following. Especially in the winter, the heat would be on full blast and the dial would go as far as it would go. In his car, I even clapped because he had his face. The thermostat was set on 98, including when we went to Hawaii, to 72. The first thing he said in the morning was, "It's freezing in here." A college football game was on, and the game was a blowout, and Watts didn't make it through the end of the game. And so he fell asleep on the remote control because there's no way I was going to wake him up when it was 72 degrees, because he'd have got up there and jacked that thermostat up again. He was sleeping, knowledgeable, amazingly so, of where every buffet in the state of Illinois. You just go off of Champaign there, and it's right there. From Golden Corrals to where we even got in, the salad bar. 3 pieces of lettuce. I always called it his French dressing soup. Next stop, the ribs. He loved ribs. And it was pie. Didn't like cake. Had to be pie and ice cream. And no vegetables. And you've seen already the salt. For a guy who hated snow, he shook that thing. He spent more money on candy than he did on the fuel. And at the Bradley games, as he'd get up there and get all, he said, it might go overtime. Opposite, he would stopped at pizza at a Pizza Hut, and it was a buffet. Whoever goes to a pizza place, time Bradley played in 2006, and the next day, Watts had never been to San Francisco. We saw from afar Alcatraz. We went to, I think Watts had catfish. He had told me about a seafood stew called Cioppino. And Cioppino has fish, jumbo shrimp, crabs. I got one of those little octopus things, and they do have 8 legs. And he told about that for years too. How could you eat that stuff? What did he offer on our WMBD broadcast? He would give me hand signals. Player, Rob Dye. Rob Dye has 4. Foul on number 25, Johnny Smith. An ability to know what I was thinking before it happened. Dallas, San Francisco, Atlanta, Chicago. Hey, Sir James. He knew everybody, everywhere, so many people. And I was supposed to speak and do some voices and that. There's a story I tell it's pretty incredible. We left on Christmas Day, and Watt says, I left my teeth at home because we got a buffet here tonight in a cabinet in his bathroom. So his teeth. He puts it in it, and landed and got Watts' teeth. He was ready for any buffet at that point. But fear not. He knew Jesus Christ. And the opportunity to go to church with April 18th, I was on my way to Normal for a break. The St. Francis Hospital surgeon. So after the baseball game, I went to OSF, room 5111. Shut. His mouth would open, but the relatives that were there told me that he could hear. So I kneeled down beside him, 1979. And he'd been to the Heart of Illinois Fair. And he went, going to Dayton, Ohio. He was going to be the voice of the Dayton Flyers. I thanked him for all the memories. And my last word, so many years. I'll love you always. There, I'm not sure if she's here. You remember. He died 2 days later. And I'll leave you with this. But you know where he is today? He's meeting in someone's mansion. And with him, and Howard Nathan. And they're praising God. Make in one of their mansions. Thank you all. Your poem, speech that Derek gave, so touching. So touching. And I'd like to thank the family.
Thank you, Dave. Musical selection.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. How many know that Sir James Watson was a hero? You don't have to be afraid of what you are. And the sorrow that you know will melt away with the strength to carry on. And you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive, and you finally see the truth. It's a long out of hand for you to hold in yourself and the emptiness, and then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. So when you feel like hope is gone, look and see hero lies in you. Follow, but don't let anyone. There will be too many. Yeah. So when a hero comes aside, and you know you can't survive, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero like you, that a hero.
Just having a little small hiccup before, and that was truly these stories that are coming up next. Are we will have, of course, a concession stand, because what else?
while she's, when we thought that they couldn't top it. Constance took us upstairs, so on themselves to make sure that they paid homage here in person. And right after this hallway to get to the cafeteria.
A few, because there are so a part of this program that we coming to my grandfather. I didn't really realize it until the second time he came to live with me. Just being there for her, and just trying to make it. So this last time that he came, it didn't matter. Just like it was Manuel. He had to make it to Sophia's baseball game, softball. Come up, please. As she was coming, I've heard the story about this clicker, right? Tim, I was not a softball girl. I was a tennis girl. And he made sure he had it at today. Thank you, Sophia. All right. Like I said, this next part of this program is near and dear to my heart, and we're going to open it with my baby sister, Rashawn Watson.
Everyone, can y'all hear me? I usually like to hold the mic, but today we'll work with what we got. You know, my favorite memory is all my memories with my grandpa. Is just never a dull moment with that. I want to add extra on the extra. You know, sometimes, especially being a granddaughter, that's your family, but to see so many stories, like she said, poetry. So I got the pleasure, as easy as it is for me to write, come behind the poems we already done. Never, wherever you would go, your reason, you have a heart of gold. Just you will always go to the hospital, really bled or know of who both young and others believe. For a great father, all backgrounds too. You would go out of your way, never know what you would say. Too many days. Basketball was your favorite, of course, because that's just who you were. And in your candy bars, ice cold sodas, Mickey Mouse room. To love you, can agree. That includes an undeniable blessing. But we must remember my son's legacy lives on.
Thank you, sister. All the things that he wasn't supposed to have, as she said earlier.
My theme song, come on with it. Okay. So you ain't gonna never find nobody so fresh and so clean. because that's my dad. Never be another Sonny Watson. And yes, I am as number one, he was gonna make me do it anyway. It was real. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna move. I'm at home. I just walked in. He said, I said, what's so special about this restaurant? Most. I said, why are we here? He putting his salt on there. He got his salad first, and we can get this anywhere. Wait for it. And I'm like, okay, we here. Well, what I'm waiting 5 seconds. They had this band set up. They moving tables and shift. Told you, wait for it. I said, and it became our thing. That was on Tuesday, calling people, and he would give them the same thing. Wouldn't give them the prelude, but when they get there, he was going to the grill. He had to show everybody about this square dancing that would just break out into be in this fourth quarter. It's a lot of stuff that happens in the fourth quarter. If you're down, you had to come up with a magical play. Was his oldest granddaughter, Brienne. We only, I ain't gonna tell my age, but I'm still the boss. Last time, and she's taken him in before, but when he got sick, the court, she gave it. Sometimes, and I'm on my way. Together. She had everything, but it had to be done his way. This last game that we had. Trophy, you are the most valuable player. Your unnecessary text messages, hey, y'all still out? I wouldn't get him back to 2-3 o'clock. Just want to let you know, we as the family, we love you. As you know, you don't always get the Rashad. I don't know if I made this name up or not. E.T., most valuable teammate, Breshawn. So Breshawn would sit up on for hours. They would just be sitting in there. I don't know if they had verbal conversation going on or what, nonverbal. But we first brought him home. She would do a lot of the bathing and so and how to manage him. We in the rock, I know how to, but that was the meticulous. She made sure that we did it a certain way. I don't know how you was his neighbor. One side, he was in the middle and Brittany was on the other side. And he called certain people to do certain things because he already knew what, and we knew, and we won as well. That's my muscle. If you don't know, he in glory, but I done dropped him a couple of times. We got these heels on trying to wheel him around. I didn't even have on, I had on gym shoes. They need to leave me alone. If I had on heels, I probably could have made up the ramp and wouldn't have dropped him back. I'm trying to get him out of the rain because I didn't want him to get cold and I got ready. I was underneath him. I didn't let him hit the ground, but I did drop him. And I tell you can't even operate your phone. Why you need a watch? That watch saved us, y'all. I had to use got him in there. He wasn't injured in the process. I just want to let y'all not like us, y'all.
All right. Enabler, and she thinks she the boss thing. So thank you to him. He would call her a lot of times before he called me because she would say yes to come and get him. So she talked me off of plenty of ledges when it came to my granddaddy because he was so stubborn. So please welcome my mom to the stage, Anita Brown.
For sticking with us to the end. And where do I begin? How far do I go call him coach? But I call him daddy. I didn't really know that he was a legend. She told me that the first time that Daddy saw me when I was born, 5 years, that was my name and still is today. Everyone from the old Harrison home still called me Button. And of course, my dad, as I wrote this, my emotions were, we were listening to our LAK, but the hospice nurse told me, but never once where he loved his pastor. My pastor, long extension cord, he never missed a service unless he was later that day on Easter. Him. That's when she came out and told him he took his last breath. Good night. About a man that so many people call a legend. Since then, someone comes up life. I was so amazed. I remember when there is no way I could keep. I have watched him on the news. I don't even have Facebook. No man does that. It's a school where all of our family members had to go to, and he was drifting away fast until I researched. When I told him that, he perked up so with him, of course. And when I wheeled him into the gym, the cheerleaders and the basketball team came over to give him hugs. That he had, a few weeks later, he was out of the nursing home. To come and getting ready for a game. She was busy that day. Game. When she got there, he was gone. I have the best family in the world. I thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I thank you. Who listened to him when he said, you didn't know what was ahead, but my daughters, Brittany, what you have done. And if I haven't told you, to my oldest daughter, Brienne, home, when the doctors wanted to put him in a nursing home. Legends don't go in nursing homes. They didn't blink an eye or didn't think. Believe her when she says, his room was so hot. If you have ever rode in a car with him, I didn't know what I could do for my daughter. Legends never die. Anyone. So I would just like to say prayers for my family. To those individuals who travel or here locally, I thank you. Legends will never, may God bless you.
Okay, heard that. I just want to I knew who he was as a man, but I knew I wouldn't be here because of him. So this last speaker here, oh boy, he didn't care. He didn't answer. He's my Uncle Brian Watson.
I just to celebrate Brienne. You gave us our would not be possible. Pegler, Jim Matson's legacy, especially people that but I had to give a speech for me to do and sit beside me. See, I don't mind. Inner Sir James here. I'm going to start out by I traveled with me, stayed in the hotel. I said, hey, let's go down to my dad to warn them the best that I comes flashing out and all these things, telling stories about sweating. It's like, okay, we'll go, whatever. Warm, you didn't say the sun. Knowing everyone me, And there was you want to go? And he's like, yeah, it's a basketball game. I want to go. And our seats were kind of in the middle. So I go first. Him to be right next to me. I was going to say something to him, talking to him. Finally, he finally here at the University of North Dakota back in the 50s. We're still not sure how he was able to knight himself without meeting the Queen. But he was known, Sonny, Mr. Watson, Watt, and legend. They lived a life of such significance. So I'm going to tell you a story. This legend's name is on display in the front lobby without mentioning his name. And his passing was on the or saying sports in 1981. Who was going to take his place? Who, knowing what I and unknowingly may be sitting at, had no idea. Consider yourselves warned. Our coach and mentorship get a start to their career. You may meet a young softball player. Be careful that no one could fill. It's dear to my heart. Last time wearing a manual, I had a lot of pain and tears in my eyes. I sat there, and it made everything better. And I say, unity.
That concludes our celebration. Anything less, so please join us. Thank you. Away from that one. No wings.
Go smoke right now.
She said, you know, she said, I'm coming. I said, oh my God, here you go.